Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. Today I have a project for you using the Pretty Poppies paper. And this is a little pinch box that I used the delightful tag topper punch. And I put some magnets in there. And in mind, I have a bookmark that I made using the Peaceful Poppies and a little punch, and I just punched it out and put it in there. Okay, so let me show you how you do it. We're going to do it in a different color. Okay, so first you need a piece of cardstock. This is Pool Party this time. That is 6 3/4 by 6 1/2. And on the 6 3/4 side, you're going to score it at 1 and at 4 1/2. Okay? And then on the 6 1/2 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2, 2 1/2, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2. Okay, and I will put those on my blog so you don't have to remember them or write them down quickly. Now I'm going to fold and burnish. Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's rough. We're going through something right now, but we will get through it. We're well. I hope you guys are well too. Okay, now we're going to do some cutting. We're going to, here's the skinny part right here, the skinny strip. We're going to cut the bottom little tiny rectangle out. Okay, and then for ease of putting the box together, you just want to take a little tiny wedge out because this will be our connector. Okay, and still on the bottom, we're going to make sure that the rectangles have a straight cut. Okay, and the squares, we're just going to wedge in a little. It just makes it much easier for your box to close, and there's not too much bulk where it needs to fold over. Okay, and this one too. Oops. I mean, nothing's perfect. I make mistakes all the time. Okay, now we're going to go to this side, which is actually the top. And I'm going to show you how this goes. So this is my template here, and we're going to get rid of all of this and this little piece. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And then we're going to get rid of this a little bit longer rectangle than the bottom part. And again, we're going to just get a little piece, a little wedge out of that. I have to put that one little piece I missed. Okay, now just save at least one piece of your scrap. We'll need that in a little while. Now this is going to be your front flap here. So what we're going to do is take our delightful tag topper punch, and we're going to put it in as far as you can put it, and then press down, and there you go. There you'll have your flap. All right, so now we're going to need the extra, we have for the DSP, we have 2 pieces that are, sorry, I'm looking at my notes, 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and that's going to go on your back and your front. Okay, but we're not going to put them on yet. And then this piece of DSP, it has to be 1 3/4 by 3, and we're going to punch it so that it goes on with this label. Now this one's a little skinnier, so what you're going to have to do is turn your label over and then just kind of eyeball where the middle and punch. And then there you go. Okay, did I do that right? Yeah, okay. So, now we have to cut this down because it's a little too long, but we needed it long in order to be able to retrieve it. So now we have to cut it down to 2 inches. So what you're going to do is just put the top of the scallop there and cut. Now this I got for joining during celebration, which is only about 2 days. And a lot of the free things that you can get in the catalog with your purchases are up in 3 days. So now we need our snail. I'll show you. I'm just going to put this on. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to put it on and just leave a little space so that we can see a little bit of the nice Calypso coral there at the bottom. Okay. And we're going to be able to put our DSP on the back also. Okay. That's good. Okay, we don't want to put it on the front yet because we have to put the magnets on. All right. So, to start with the magnet. Now the magnets I got, I will put a link. They're not too bad. It was either $12.99 or $14.99 for a whole bunch of them, and it was free shipping. So, and they're very, very little. You can get them out. They're very little. So I'm just going to try to get 2 off. Oop, see how that one broke. Okay. 2 of them off. And get rid of the rest because they will reattach. Okay, now try to get these apart and put them apart on my can't get them apart. There we go. I'm gonna just place them apart on my mat, my table here, because they go back together. Okay, now we need some glue dots. Sometimes I can get away with 1, most of the time I have to get away with 2. I have to use 2. Okay, here's 1. Okay, see, it wants to go onto my scissor. Okay. I don't know where that went. Okay, so we need another glue dot. And just place that on there. See? And we're going to put it just a little bit below the holes so it has a good area to get onto. And now comes in your extra piece that we cut off. Use any small punch to get a little circle. And we're going to glue that right over so that it holds on. Covers up the magnet. Now, if you have a child you're giving this to, you might want to just fold it over, and then instead of putting one, just sticking a bow on it, you can wrap it around and tie it, and that will keep it closed too. Okay, so we just need to put a little bit of glue on our circle. Okay, we put our glue on our circle, and we're going to put it over there. And it's going to take a little while to dry it. I didn't want to put snail or anything because I don't know if it'll grab it well enough, you know. Okay, now take your second magnet and let it fall. You see, it will connect. That's ensuring that you don't put it the wrong way, and then it won't close. It won't want to close. Okay. Now we're going to put some tear and tape right on there to close our box. And you're going to want to run it pretty close to the edge. Okay. Just pull that off. And then we're going to close our box. Okay. And now we're going to do the back. Now this is going to actually be your front this time. So we're going to close the back, and we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape on here. Now if you're going to put a lot in here, things that are heavy, which, I mean, it's a small box, so I don't think, you could put a couple strips of tear and tape on there, but we're not going to really put a lot. So just a few. You could put candies, just any little item you like. Okay, did a little rip on there, but it'll be fine. Okay, so we squared out our box and closed it. Now, you're going to want to put your two fingers in the middle of the sides, okay, and push the bag together, okay? And then you just can help it along the sides a little, so it's, there we go, okay? So that. Squeeze. That's most of it done. Now we're going to put the other magnet down here. So in order to make sure it's placed right, we're going to put dots on there when it's still on the magnet. And I'm probably going to put one more on there because it's kind of crumpled up. Okay. All right, see, and then squeeze your box and place that and just kind of give it a little tug. Push, sorry. And then lift it up, okay? Put your fingers in and really give it a little squish. Okay. Now, we're going to put your other DSP paper on top of it, and you won't even see that part either. So this has a nice little cover, and so will the other. I still don't recommend, if you have a little one, just in case they get that magnet out, it's better to tie it. Okay. Now this might be, it might be just a little bit harder to get this on when the box is made, but it's nicer to have the magnet absolutely hidden. Okay, pinch and close. Now I'm going to get an epoxy dot for right there. Okay, and that's good. And now I have for the ribbon the T-Roo ribbon combo pack, which is on clearance right now for $3 and change. And you get two beautiful rolls. I think they're 10 yards each. So if you're going to place an order before the celebration ends, and this is still available in the clearance rack, this is a really good buy here. It's got a nice gold trim on it. It's lovely. If I can make a bow. Oops. There we go. Cut that. Okay. And just put a little glue dot on the back of that. And you pick it up. Okay. Just place it right there. And there you go. You have you a little pinch box using the delightful tag topper punch. So you get a pretty scallop right there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find all the details on my blog and on my YouTube video, obviously the YouTube video. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a little rough, I know. We'll get through it. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will be back soon. Thank you.